that. Woo! Hey, what's going on, guys? It's STUSA checking in. We're out here at Vibez at the 1-year anniversary. Shout out Bud and shout out Chris for having me out here, man. Like I said, I want to say it's a great opportunity for young entrepreneurs to be out here right now networking, getting your brand out here. We have our table right here. We're going to have about 100 shoes out here for the guests to come in, check out everything we have. If we don't have anything that you guys see, I want to encourage you guys to go to the store at Riverside. The address is 5080 Riverside Drive, Macon, Georgia. We'll be located right in between GameStop and Journeys. Thank you, guys.
What do you owe your community when you reach a certain point?
This is tough because not only successful men as we sit here, but successful black men.
And I think that's why I held this question.
Yeah. As successful black men, it's you had to work 3 times as hard to get anywhere that you are. One, because you're a man. I mean, that's people don't realize like being a man. It's things that are already against you because they feel like a lot of people, say, oh, you should already, or it's easier for you, or you should already be doing this, or these are your responsibilities anyways. Right. As a black man, you jump through, on the corporate side, you jump through so many hoops. Yeah. And, because I've been on corporate America, like you jump through so many hoops as a black man in corporate America. Mm-hmm. What to say, how to say it, what not to say, how to look, what degrees you have. You got to prove that you're just as good as the counterpart that doesn't look like you, that may not even have your degrees or your accolades, but they come from money, they got this connection, that connection, but we gonna put y'all in the same boat. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so like black men in corporate America, and I'll speak on that, when it comes to selling out or not doing things in the community or not doing things that people feel like they should do, well, do you think about the mental state of that black man and what he had to do to get to where he at? Right. He had to go to get 2 extra degrees to get the same. You feel me? Like he had to not only submit his resume, but he had to submit his resume. He had to go through the resume during the damn interview. He had to add not 3 references but 6 references. Then they actually called his fucking references to check out and see.
They don't call the references.
You feel me? And then the culture, anybody else in the world feels like, oh, well, now you're a sellout because you decide to wear khaki pants instead of fucking jeans. Or like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, what did that black man or what did this man have to do to get to where he at before you even think about what a sellout is? Because it's easy for me to sit here and be like, all right, well, you don't give back to the community, you never come home, so now you're a sellout. Or you decided to go marry a white girl and, live in a fenced community versus living, 2 streets over from the projects, and now you're a sellout. Or you know what I'm saying? Those are the things like, well, did you think about what this black man had to do to get to?
Let me ask you. All right, this is Lawrence Ray, also known as LRW3, checking in here with STUSA right here over at the Vibez event. For the people who don't know, we got the Millionaire Mindset coming. Some clips from this will be in that video, of course. Shout out AD, shout out Trey, shout out Book, and of course, shout out my guy. Now you see him with me everywhere now, man. We pushing it hard, no pressure. If you looking for clothing, Middle Georgia, if you looking for shoes, they got a whole outfit right here for you. He got the shirt for you, they got the shoe, and they got the shirt for you too. So if you checking in anywhere, check in with these guys. My name is Lawrence Ray. This is the Talk to Be Nice podcast, and this is Millionaire Mindset. I mean, let's be real. Y'all might run into that eventually as successful black men who keep climbing that ladder sooner or later. As you become more busy, it's not on purpose, but I might have called you back 10 minutes. In 10 minutes when you call me, but as you start to get up there, maybe that 10 minutes turns to an hour. Maybe that turns into I'll hit you tomorrow. And then as people, they don't understand what you're doing, they start considering that he changing on me. Yeah. Or because, they probably still in the same situation. They don't maybe understand what you're going through.
I think the only obligation that any person, let alone any successful person, has is the obligation of effort. Put the effort in to donate or to give back or to do the best you can to make a difference or impact. Giving up things, people always speak about discipline and you have to give up and cut out certain things. Do you think in order to get or reach levels of certain success, you have to sell out in certain aspects? Or do you consider it selling out, or you just consider it just changing, certain ways you do things?
I consider it, when you say having to sell, it depends at what exactly are we referring to. Like, if you change, like, let's say you want this job A, but job A wants you to act, not to disrespect, I guess just make it easy for people to visualize.
Yeah.
They want you to act like Carlton on
Yeah,
First
yeah,
They
yeah,
want
fact.
you-
Look, go there.
But that's not you. That's
Bingo.
not how you act. That's never been you. But you show up to the interview dressed down with you went and bought, you ain't own one.
Yeah, you went and
bought
yeah.
this. You went to do this just to get that.
Yeah.
You are selling out.
Is there anything wrong with that?
To me, I'd rather fail with who I am than win with who I'm not.
Bingo.
So,
Okay. Steve.
It's not it to me. It's ingenuine,
Yeah.
and if I'm big on take me for me.
Yeah.
So if you wasn't gonna hire me for how I actually am, I don't want to get it just because who you think. Because sooner or later,
Who you are is gonna show out.
Who you are is eventually gonna come to the. So
Yeah.
yeah, you might be able to slide by to get the job.
They gonna be the slap
first
somebody
day
in
to
the
get the
office.
job, but the first
Yeah.
day, like you said, first day things go wrong. You in there acting like you, and guess what's gonna
Yeah.
happen? Hey, can we talk to you in
Talk to
office?
you. Hey, can you step in here for a second?
Yeah, we're gonna need your badge. You got security at the door.
Yeah, goddamn.
My name is Lawrence Ray, also known as LRW3, and today, man, I got the guys here, man. I'm not even gonna say their names. Y'all done seen them each on a few videos already. But just in case you missed 70 plus videos at this point, go ahead, introduce who you all are, let them know what you all do, all the good stuff. Y'all know how we started off. Whoever wants. There's only two of y'all.
Trey Payne, aka DJ SB. You can find me on Instagram at 1SB the DJ. Also on Twitter at 1SB the DJ as well.
It's your boy AD. Y'all know me, owner of STUSA.
Just to make sure I'm getting both of y'all. That might like to play sometimes, man. But appreciate both of you all, man. I know y'all about to play this modest game, man. Both very busy guys. Two true businessmen, man. Y'all already know compliments. We could have a whole video just giving y'all compliments and nothing but it, man. So appreciate y'all time. Appreciate y'all coming to check in with me today on this one, man. But my boy, man, after the first video, man, shout out my boy No Pressure, man. Doing good numbers. My guy checked in with me, said he had a little cloth talk he wanted to come discuss with me, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go. First off, let's talk, man. Obviously, we be wrong. Both of you all businessmen yourselves. Just let people know your businesses and what y'all basically got going with your businesses.
So I'm an insurance consultant, owned an Allstate, just recently sold it. Took on a new endeavor as a director of personal lines for Insurance Office of America, which is the largest commercial insurance brokerage in the U.S. They insure the Orlando Magic, the Las Vegas Raiders, two of the Kardashians. I run the entire personal lines department for them here in Georgia. And it's been great. And then I also took on a new side hustle with STUSA. My brother finally brought his brothers in and finna take it to a whole new level.
Now let me ask you this, man, because I talk to you almost daily. One, how you don't mention you sold your business, which is awesome. Congratulations on that.
Appreciate it.
And two, I like the humble brag you just did when you talked about what you're doing now. That's amazing. I wish I would have known. I don't know how I talk to this man every day. I find out on camera what's going on. Let me ask you this then. When is the right time to sell a business? Like I know you mentioned you sold it. What made you finally do that?
I think that's gonna depend on the person's situation. I tell you this: the wrong time to sell a business is when you have to sell the
That's a
business.
fact.
The right time is, you feel me, whenever for that person's situation it stakes out. But I know the wrong time to sell is when damn,
That's business leverage. You ain't got no leverage.
Bingo.
Like, what would I give you that when I know you need this?
Come
bro.
on.
Like, come on. I'm not giving you that.
Yeah.
But congratulations on that, man. That's amazing. So
Appreciate
that's why. I've been seeing you at STUSA. So
Yeah.
I understand that part. But that's also what. Before we get into, well, I guess we could go ahead and introduce STUSA. I got a question for that afterwards.
Cool. Once again, y'all already know me as AD, owner of STUSA. Like I said, we're going on year 3 right now since the store's been open. Like I said, I am a high-end sneaker store, consignment shop. So if you guys are looking for like any high-end shoe, the Yeezys, the Jordans, the Travis Scotts, the Off-Whites, anything like that as far as shoes and even apparel, gallery department, everything like that, man. We have all that in store. So like I said, if you want to connect with me, I'm at in Macon, Georgia at Riverside 5080 Macon, Georgia. Come see me.
Like I always say, like the last time, man, the godfather of the shoe stores, the local, y'all, I don't, never mind. Y'all already know I don't call nobody local around here, but the godfather of the concept of the sneaker stores coming from like people that we know and love from our community. So it's been since STUSA. How many stores is it now, man? It's a few stores popping up doing their things, man.
It's about 4 or 5.
Yeah, shout out to them, man. We gonna, they can come check in for their own video right now. This is about STUSA, so we not about to cross promote right now, man. If you need some sneakers, you go check in at STUSA, man. Now let me ask you this: what made you bring your brothers in the business with you now?
Like I said, this is year 3 for me, and of course, all my relationships that I had with the people that I've grown with, they still stand. Like everything's still good. But as far as STUSA, you know what I'm saying, that's a regular household name for us. You know what I'm saying, that's really truly something deep in the heart. You know what I'm saying. So whenever I kind of try to get to the next level, I'm bringing my brothers in with everything that I do, because they're the only ones who kind of understand what STUSA really means and what I want from the store. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I'm a shoe store, but at the same time, I'm building a brand. I'm building a lifestyle brand. So the guys that really understand my lifestyle, I had to bring the home team in.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do you? This is a question both of y'all. As far as business with friends, what advantages do you think that presents? Just business with your friend, like you said, they know me, but other than that, what advantages do you think you have?
I'll say transparency is huge. When you go into business with strangers or investors or, counterparts or people that you don't truly know, wholeheartedly, there's a level of transparency that you strive for and that you want to have. But when you go in business like with your brothers and your close friends, it's like, my nigga, that's not right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't right. Like, no, we're not doing it that way. And at the end of the day, like at the moment, it may sound off, but ain't no bad blood ever. You feel me? Like, okay, well, cool. How should we do it? Right. You're able to have those conversations a little easier than you would in just some random stranger or somebody that the relationship's not there.
Right. Let me ask you this: those are some advantages. What would you all say? Play both sides. But what would be a disadvantage to going into friends with business?
I'll pick up on the advantage part too. I'm gonna get to the disadvantage as well. See, with me, like you just said, I'm the godfather of shoes. That's what you call me. So in my eyes, I still see myself as Aaron Davis. You know what I'm saying? So whenever I put people in a position, they kind of see me as the godfather of shoes. So certain conversations might not be something they feel like they're in a position to tell the godfather, because they're at such a, I'm not going to say a low rank in the store, but they're just consigners. They're just working in the store. So how can you tell the owner that these are things that need to be suited for the store if I'm not in a position where I feel like I'm good, or I don't know you well enough to even feel comfortable having a conversation with you? And one of the disadvantages of that is just by, bringing your friends in, is them kind of wholehearted knowing you as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, this might be somebody who I know as well, but they still see you as, Aaron Davis and not the owner. So certain conversations might be friend conversation.
I'm not gonna be scared to call you out. Come on, bro.
And that's why I had to do it too. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so focused on getting to the next level. I'm not really worried about, I need extra bags for the store, or the store is not clean, the store isn't, suited, we're losing shoes, and, stuff like that. And that's where I feel like I got to have guys that are willing to just take that leap of faith and just handle stuff on their own versus come to me about, minuscule problems when I'm handling other shit outside.
Yeah, that's valid. You got anything as far as disadvantages?
Disadvantages are, it's the friendship. I will say that's a big disadvantage. Like you just said, people, how your friends are able to address you as, your friend, a person who has your best interest and not just like the owner to employee. That same friend has to also realize, like, this is the owner. Yeah, this is his business. He spent 10 years or he spent 20 years building this business. He's ran it. He knows it. Just like when somebody come to me in my business, like, I ran it, I own it. Like, outside when we go and we have a drink, we go sit down, like, that's my boy, my friends. But when we in my place of business, like, it's our place of business. You better act accordingly.
Decorum,
yeah.
Let me ask y'all this: what, in your opinion, what would you all prefer as far as in a business setting? Would you prefer a personal relationship that went business, or a business relationship that turned personal? Like, we started out of business, but after business came through, more conversations, we started like really linking on a different level. Yeah. Which one would you all prefer?
I prefer the friendship that became business. It depends on the situation as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, this, my brother to my left right here, he's always been in my ear about certain things that I need to do for the store, or even just having insurance, as you said. And my brother AJ that I brought in with me, like, these are both guys that have been knowing me and wanting to be a part of what I've had going on. But I had to get to a point where, you Trey running the insurance company. AJ, you're, the manager at Geico and shit. In order for me to bring y'all in, I need to be able to compensate y'all and make y'all feel comfortable and understand that I'm going to pay you what you deserve to be paid.
That's a real thing.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the issue, man. People don't understand, and that's why I show you mad love, because like what you just said right there, a lot of people don't have that mindset. It's more like, that's my dog, man. He gonna look out for me, instead of like, nah, that's my dog. I need to show him X amount. I need to give him what he's worth, not what I know I can get away with giving him. Because a lot of people, that's why the business sometimes don't work, because it's not like, oh, I don't like, and then start business. It's my guy. He gonna do it regardless. So I could have paid him, 100, but I know he'll take 30. So like, that's my guy, man. I'm gonna give him 30. Exactly. So the fact that you still like, I know you'll take 30, but I got 100 for you. Yeah. That's why I feel like you continue to have success, because that we said it on the last, that gains goodwill. Like, bro, if I know you could have paid me 100 and you still slid me 30, now you need me to go a little harder for you. Yeah. You ain't go harder for me. Nah, you paid me $30. I got $30 of effort for you, man. That's I like that. What you think about? Which one you picking?
I think honestly for me it's slightly the opposite, and that's just from my prior experiences. I prefer, and I've grown to like something that was business and it turned personal. Only because when things start business and they stay business, cool. If it go bad, if it's bad blood, hey, it was a business relationship. We dissolve the business. When I separate ways, it is what it is. When it's business and then it goes personal, okay, I gained something from it. Like, you know what I'm saying? The business already can handle it, and I just gained a friend. I gained this additional relationship to it. And then if it does go bad, well, how do we get to this point? Versus when it's, friends that go into business, a lot of times businesses fail. Business ain't easy. Business ain't pretty when it first starts. So if it's, friendships that go into business together, he got a vision, I got a vision. Well, those visions could then deter the friendship. Now, if the business failed and the friendship failed, like I just double lost. Yeah. Like, so that's why I prefer. Like I kind of like the business to friendship aspect versus the friendship to business. Now, the friendship to business work out, of course. Like we just won. Yeah, it's cool. Great.
Yeah, like it's more. With the friendship to business, it's like it's more to lose, because like you said, like this go wrong depending on how it goes wrong. The business gone and my friend gone. But if y'all started business, like if y'all became friends over time, I mean it's the same situation, but. That gets a little bit more tricky. How deep were y'all? Because y'all can be super cool, but it's still based in business. So like I ain't lose like my dog since kindergarten. I've been sleeping at his house.
And then most people that have a business that go friendship, they usually have some sort of maturity. Like, well, okay, the business went sour. We done made our money together. We did whatever, and then we'll try to at least salvage the friendship. And because it was never like a big bond anyway, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, cool. We gonna be cordial. We speak to each other, still checking folks' family, but it was a business friendship in the beginning, anyways.
I think you were the best person to answer that question, because just sitting here, you literally done both sides. Like you're AD, you went personal, and then y'all went into business. Me and you, like. Keep it on camera. We started business. We started talking from the podcast. Then we went from talking strictly about podcasts. What can we do tonight? Man, I have to be hitting you for random things.
Come on. And if I don't never be on the podcast again, I'm still like, I'm going to I'm going to see you. It is what it is.
But I feel like you were the perfect person to answer that question. Now, let me ask this question, man. Going into business with friends, it's all great, but how do you handle, or what happens when your friend do bad business? Can you save the friendship?
If it's about money, I feel like it can be established. You know what I'm saying? I feel like friends shouldn't fall out over money unless it's something that led up to, us falling out over the situation. So it depends on the situation.
That's a situation deal. And I think when it comes to friends and business going sour, it's a communication thing. Yeah. I mean, that's any business, but communication is a big thing. Like I said, if it's about money, man, I owe you $2. I mean, hey, here go your $2, or you don't want the $2 no more. It's the principle how we got to $2. Like, bro, it's $2. Like, what do you want to do? Or if it's an absolute thing where it's business and it's like, well, why are you spending money this way? And like, it shouldn't be. And it's like, those are just conversations got to be had. And then also it's like, how important is the friendship? You know what I'm saying? You got to think, some people are friends on a level of, when we see each other, we friends. When we talk to each other on social media, we friends. Like, you feel me? But like, we go into business, shit, he still see the friendship, but I see dollars. So like now, okay, well, damn, we was cool. We played the video game together. Like we was all friends. Now when I get to see his business, I'm seeing, oh, you doing these type of numbers? Well, shit, how can I put some money in my pocket?
Yeah. And let me ask y'all this: not even necessarily you going into business with that person. It's just strictly doing business with somebody, like a friend.
But you have to do business.
Yeah, like your friend. Like let's say, like. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's speak to my situation, man. You already know the situation as far as friends doing business. Behind the scenes, I was actually building a legit building to record in back there. I hired a friend. Business didn't go right
because y'all didn't do business.
Yeah, because my thing was to do that. Both friends gotta understand this is you my dog, but this is still business. Don't. That's why my main thing is I don't take discounts because I don't want you to discount what you gonna do for me. Right. So now, what you charge them? All right, charge me that because you need to treat me just like you treat them. Right. But the issue with trying to do business sometimes with your friends is, man, that's my dog, man. He gonna be cool with it, man. I wouldn't do that to them, and he paid just like them, but he gonna understand because that's my dog. Yeah. So that's my question is when it starts reaching like that. Can y'all save that, or what do you do?
I'm gonna say from step one, you kind of got to look at your friend and analyze his business. How are his customers, coming to him? What's his feedback from his customers? Even that the ones he he charged top dollar. What are their feedback from them? Just because y'all are friends doesn't mean he's gonna put extra work or less work into all that. You got to look at what he's doing to other people and not necessarily you.
That's a fact. I think to me it comes down to principle. Just down to the principle, like dog. Especially like you all mentioned money. In money, to me, if I fall out with somebody related to business, money is never the true issue. Yeah, but it'd be insincere to say money doesn't factor into it at the same time. Like, I'm not mad about X amount I might have gave you, but at the same time, like I said, I didn't come for a discount. I came whatever the price was, I was paying market to anybody. Right. I came to you because I believed in you. Right. So it's a certain level when it's friendship. I like, damn, bro, I like believed in your vision, what you had going on. I could have paid anybody to do this. Yeah. I wanted you to do it because I wanted, when I go up or when I have opportunity, I called you because I want to share this with my people. Right. So that's why to me, it's more principle. Like, I feel a different level of disrespect because like, bro, you ain't nobody off there. I could have called somebody off the street to do me like that. Yeah.
I think the perks that you get when you call somebody off the street is that they come strictly to do business.
And that go back to
like, and then sometimes when you call, when you do things with your friends, it's like it's a friendly business. Like we doing business, but we doing it the friendly way. Like we have competitions. Like it's still a competition, but it's a friendly competition. So like I may beat my dog, but I ain't trying to just beat. What I'm saying?
I ain't about to embarrass him.
So it's like, but nah, like if we're gonna compete, let's go out here and compete. Like what I'm saying, we're gonna compete, gonna get out there. So we're gonna do business then. Like we have to actually establish like this. We're here to do business. Like I know what you ran out in the back with the building. It's like, and I don't know exactly how that transpired because we know nobody knows what he actually thought of what took place. What his mindset was.
And that's the major thing because like me. I'm like when you my dog, I give you every chance, bro.
Bingo.
Let's make it right. Let's make it talk to me, holler at me. But like to me in business isn't one sided, bro. So why am I the one making all these excuses? Why am I following?
So that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's two things you just said there. When it's your friends, you will give them every chance to do business the right way. But if it was a stranger who did the same thing, how would you have handled it?
I can't say that on camera.
But you get what I'm saying. So then now, like when you think about it in the business aspect again, do you take accountability? Like, okay, I gave because he was my friend doing business, I gave him X amount of chances to get it right versus take the friendship out of it. We're just doing business right now. That's the thing that people don't separate sometimes, which cause it to go real sour.
Yeah, I think when I look at that situation, my main issue is, man, and it's like I believe in his talent. So like when I'm gonna keep it real, I don't really have regrets when it come to that because that's not my karma, that's yours. Yeah. Like, bro, I believe in you, and then like I shot my man X amount to get started, it ain't work out. To me, like, damn, that's wasting money because we ain't get it worked out like I need to. But in my mind, bro, you was my man. What I gave you, bro, like you knew the price that we agreed to, but you such my man, bro. You don't even know I was gonna give you double that when you got done. So is it a loss because it was never about the bread, bro? You don't even realize the money that you got wasn't even comparable to the money that I had for you on the back end just because you my dog and I believe in you. So And then I was like, bro, I had it mapped out. My business was good. Everything I told you I was gonna do, it got done. So that go too like.
You didn't handle your part.
If you're not gonna do good business, you're not gonna do good business. That don't matter if you my dog. That don't matter like shit. You could not know somebody and still do it like that if somebody following through. So that's a tough one. But next question I got for y'all: what's your opinion on doing business without paperwork?
It has to be a relationship. Like I said, if it's a friend thing or a situation like me and Trey, hell yeah, we can do it without paperwork. But if it's somebody coming in, you know, that's something that's mandatory for my security and yours as well.
Bingo.
So would you do business without paperwork with a friend?
Barely.
Yeah.
Even I don't like. I think I'll be honest with you. I can think of the 3 people in my head right now I do business with without paperwork, and one of them sitting right here. Other than that, like even my own mama, and it's just it cuts out room for error and misunderstandings.
That's a fact.
Especially when you're doing real business. Yeah. Like if I'm cutting your grass, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool. But if you're doing real business, like there has to be the paperwork there. That's gonna keep everybody accountable, keeps everybody in line. It cuts out all room for error, miscommunications, misunderstandings. Oh, I thought, or
I think that's the major thing that take down businesses is when I feel like you owe me something that's in the gray area.
Right.
Like to me, that's why even like that's the biggest thing that I feel like you owe me something I can't prove without a doubt you owe me.
Yeah.
Oh my Jesus!
Yeah, and that's why I say, man, you kind of got to understand the business that you're getting into anyway. And does the person I'm getting into this business with, do they understand it? You know what I'm saying? Because it might be at a situation where a nigga want to open up a store and he doesn't understand everything that comes along with opening up a store, so he doesn't understand how much he can pay you right now.
Yeah, that's a
fact.
Or he'll hear something. He'll hear something like, "Oh man, I heard your store make $1 million a year." Yeah, but you know, it's cost associated. Like
cost $998,000. Shit,
I'm not pocketing $1 million at the end of the year, bro. Like, so then when you shoot him and like, bro, I could pay you X amount. Pay me, bro. You make $1 million a year, but now let me break that. That's like even to be transparent to the podcast, like Trey know because I had a conversation with Trey. I was like, yo. So I can explain how everybody can get paid off of this. Let me explain how we get paid.
Yeah,
so because people will just see, you got 500,000 views. You telling me you ain't got no real bread? All right, true, but the views. But you understand impressions. That's how how long people watching. Right. YouTube pays off of ads. So if that video got 10,000 views, but they watched a minute and a half, there was no opportunity to put ads on there. Therefore, we made no money on that. Yep. Right. So like if you don't sit down and understand, like if I never told him that, he go, bro, you cannot tell me we ain't made no money and it got 15,000 views. And that's where the gray area comes from, because you'll look at it and you'll just start saying, well, I'm not counting his pockets, but common sense say he got to be doing something.
That's honestly one of the great ways that great corporations, great business create buy-in. My mentor actually taught me that with one of the agencies, the insurance agencies I ran in Atlanta. We had probably about 20 or 25 employees that I hired, and he was very adamant on showing each employee how the business got paid and why they're compensated the way they are. And if they wanted to make more money, how to do it. Right. He said because the misconception that the majority of people have is this company makes millions of dollars. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I'm worth 100,000 of it. Yeah. Not realizing that, well, it may make $1 million in revenue, but it costs 800,000 to run it. And then we got to write 10 million in actual business to create this $1 million in revenue. Right. And then we got to pay the rent and the lights in this motherfucker that's, X amount of dollars. It's like, okay, so cool.
25 motherfuckers that Trey just had.
Like, come on, and we got to pay everybody in here. So it's like, that's a big thing. That transparency is huge when it comes to talking about money and business, especially whether it's paperwork or no paperwork. Like, that shit's like, because if people don't get transparent, they feel like you said, like, you owe me. And the worst thing you ever want is somebody that feel like, oh, this business owe me something. Because now they half-ass, they owe me another 15 minutes on this lunch break, so I'm going to go, I'll be back when I get back.
Y'all ain't going to pay me for it anyway.
Yeah, you feel me?
I do it when I do it, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you start getting shit like that, and then it's like everybody just bad morale. And then when I see Joe do it, Susie want to do it, damn, Aaron want to do it. Now everybody doing they little, one-off. Now everybody doing something fucked up, and then the business is what suffers. Yeah. It's never the individual that's in there. It's the business that suffers. If I was watching, I forgot what podcast it was, but Chad was big on, like, if you flash your money.
I'm an athlete?
Yeah, facts. And he was like, if you got more money in your hand, you got your bank account broke. It is what it is. Like if you got more money in your hand, you got in your bank account broke. And the thing is, like, you have to understand what that cash can buy you. You have to understand what that cash can truly buy you. During the pandemic, every nigga had money. Everybody was blue stripped out, pink paper, plenty of green dubs. But Neiman's Saks was empty. You couldn't buy no clothes in there. There were no clothes on the wall. Tons of shoes going out the store. But there was tons of property just sitting, couldn't be bought. Nigga ain't bought. It was tons of. You feel what I'm saying?
It's levels to it to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you might have the street rapper or whatever that might get his clout out for him posting pictures and shit with the bread.
I'm gonna go on record. If you post money, it give me broke vibes. I'm gonna be real.
And that shit just hot. That shit too hot for me.
To me, if like you said, flash money, let people know you have it. There's a lot of people I know I've never seen them flash a dime. And if you got it, you ain't gotta show me. It's a certain energy. I can just see him and be like, bro, doing all right. He ain't never showed $1 online, but he doing all right. To me, when you flash money online, especially if you do it consistently, one, I feel like it's your real money. That's first off. That's why. And two, I just feel like you're not used to it. Like if you used to holding $4,000 or $5,000 every week, you're not gonna feel the need to just start flashing it. Like, y'all see what I got, but you always got that. To me, that feel like that's a blue moon thing. You don't have it in your pocket all the time, so this your moment to validate yourself and how you feel like what's going on. I mean, like street rappers, sometimes that might, if it fits your image, like if you're doing it as a rapper and that's your image, that's a little different. I would throw that more in the promotional lane.
Promotion. If you're using it to make money, get views and shit like that, cool. But you know what I'm saying, using it just do it. Hell no, that shit lame.
And I think also, like, it's only a handful of people that's not flashing money that truly got money. There's some cats that flash money here and there, and they actually have some cheese. And I can think of a couple partners in my head. It's like you'll see them flashing money here and there, but it ain't no regular basis. It's like shit. They hit the strip club and threw $15,000 and they miss it, but
you're in a setting where you should have money out, like a strip club, you should have money out. But like, bro, if you ride down the street and all of a sudden you hop on your Snapchat and you just flashing money in your lap, like
it's hot because only a handful of real businesses that's just like cash heavy. Like everything else screams scam, dope boy. Like that's just some hot shit that you're trying to tell me yourself.
Yeah, basically. Now you wonder how you got caught, man. Who snitched on me?
Yeah,
you did.
You did. They go into them IG stories. They go into them IG stories and IG posts. Them folks using it.
That's a fact. Hey, let me ask you this. What's your opinion on being the most successful person in your crew?
I honestly can't say I have an opinion because I've been fortunate enough to never have been the most successful person in my crew.
That's the right answer right there.
Yeah, I've prided myself and always strive to try to be the most successful person, but I've been very fortunate enough to have the humble life of not being the most successful person in my crew. As I sit next to this man, as I sit next to my boy that's on Bravo, on the TV shows, I sit next to my mentor that's been on Dr. Phil, that spoke, thousands of places, that's got tons of businesses. You feel me? As I sit in them type of rooms, I do all right, but I've never been the most successful person, so I don't know how that, I don't know how that feels. I would feel out of place. I would hate it.
Like I said, you definitely feel out of place. And like I said, I've been in situations like that before. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this shit for a long time. 16, 17 in high school, seeing the type of money that you seeing niggas flex with on a daily basis, doing it every day. You know what I'm saying? So me being the type of person that I am, I've always been the person that you kind of knows that getting it, and I'm willing to give you anything that I already have. So if I got a plug, you know what I'm saying, and he want to send 10 of them down here and I ain't got the face card, well, I do got the face card to move them all by myself, I might not want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the only nigga walking around making $100,000 a year, so I might put somebody on and give you one or two. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I kind of compensate that. If you the nigga that, you know what I'm saying, got the plug and the connect on everything, just pass it down, or at least try to pass it down. That's when you run into problems.
That's a gem. You about to say something?
I got a question.
Go ahead.
And this is something that, people that watch and just even I've been thinking about myself lately, like as I hang around like certain groups of friends, if you have money, do you have to show that you have money? And if you do or don't, like how do you display it? Like if you have money, is it something that you like, well, shit, even if it ain't just me showing cash all the time, but I gotta go buy the nicest car, I gotta have a crazy watch, or I gotta go buy the crazy house, or I gotta wear designer. Like, if you have money, do you have to show it? Is that something that needs to take place?
I think the more money you actually come across or come into, the less that question you even care about. Because to that's you trying to prove to people that you got it. But once you truly got it, like, we're not talking about just like the local got it. Like, all right, my man can go buy every new outfit he feels like. I'm talking about Elon Musk. Like, that man wearing $10, $20 jeans. I don't got to show y'all I got it. I don't care if y'all think y'all got, if I got it, because I actually got it. But I think that goes to when the further you really get to actually having it, the less that question probably even crosses your mind. It's like, who cares if you think I got it, bro?
Yeah.
Like,
well, I say on that with me, I say it depends on your purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might be in a position to where you are like Elon Musk. You know what I'm saying? You know, he built that company with him and 2 or 3 other partners. You know what I'm saying? He's a software company. You know what I'm saying? Or you might have a guy that's, you know, he makes his money off of ads on fucking Instagram. The more likes he gets, that's how he gets the ads. So he kind of has to show off a lifestyle to get people to buy into him. So it just depends on your actual purpose of what you have to show and what you don't have to show. You know what I'm saying? Elon's gonna get money in his sleep, but the nigga that's doing the podcast or doing whatever, it depends on the guest that he brings on that he got to pay for. It depends on his marketing budget, on what he got to do. So he might have to come out of pocket and show that he's doing this and that.
So I watch niggas. I watch 2 niggas zero deal have an argument on, like, well, they was having an argument about who got more money, which that's just niggas being niggas having an argument. But it was like one of the cats was real deal, like, if you had money, you would show it. Like, that was his whole standpoint on it. It's like, bro, if you really was getting money, you really had it, like, you would show it. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? And I sat and I just listened, but I was like, I know tons of cats is getting some bread that ain't.
It depended to me on your values like when you, in terms of what do you mean by show it? Because show it to you could mean where you need to go buy the cars, buy the houses. Show it to him could mean I'm in a financial position, I can go support somebody going to college or things like that that maybe you don't just see as easily as the cars.
Philanthropy is,
but he's still showing it, because if you didn't have the money to help them, you wouldn't be helping them. So I guess it just depends on your values and what's important. Because you're both showing it.
What? You want to show you rich? Philanthropy is probably the biggest and the hardest way to show it. Like,
that's the realest way.
Yeah,
I'm giving you something that I get nothing back from.
Bingo.
Like if I show it on the cars, it's my car. But what is you going to school or
me do a damn thing for me?
It don't do nothing for me.
Here you go.
That's truly disposable income. That's all you're doing is throwing it away.
And pay the many bills that I ain't never been in the house or
never been to your house.
Never did. And I pay many bills and ain't got nothing from it. And people don't realize that. I mean, even Bishop T.D. Jakes said, he's like, people don't know the amount of bills and kids I done gave wardrobes to and things like that I've done. They have no idea, but they want to look at me for the outfit that I have on. Right. Tyler Perry said the same things, like, y'all look at me for the houses and stuff like that, but y'all don't know the people that I've sent to college and you know, stuff like that. That's real, like, having it.
It's there, like you said, investing. At what point, if you're investing, and you mentioned investing in returns, so I'm investing in you, but I'm not really seeing any. Even like if you're just investing in a person, but I'm not seeing any change in you. I'm not seeing any change in your business mind. I'm not seeing you the same person that I met and I try to bring up. At what point is there a difference in staying loyal and stagnation? Like, I'm trying to bring you with me. I don't want to leave you, but at what point do you have to say, all right, man, like, I could have been further if, you know. Yeah. If I cut ties.
I mean, there's different types of investors. You might have an investor that wants, you know, a certain percentage. You might have a certain investor that just wants a percentage at the end of the day or at the end of the month or at the end of the year. Or you might have an investor that just wants a return bi-weekly. So whatever. It's just different types of investors that, you know, you have to sit down and talk to about all that shit.
And then everybody has to remember that with investments, there's the risk that goes with it. Yeah. But man, I'll go back just with the investments and handouts. It's like you investing into your friend, you invest into, you know, whether it's money or investing just into anything, you're hoping for a return. Right. Even as a business owner, when I take my business plans or my acquisitions to a bank, and I say, hey man, I'm trying to get $100,000, like, you know, as a loan. Well, the bank in turn is looking at that loan as an investment into your business. And granted, you have an excellent plan, you have a proven plan. It's people out there in the market that have, you know, done the plan 100 times. the bank is still taking the risk because your plan could fail. Even a person that's investing time. There's people that get married and they have kids. Well, I'm 6'2", 250 and play collegiate football. My wife's 6'1", she played Division I basketball. We had an investment baby because he's going to go to the league. I'm finna go you got dads is like, I'm going to invest in travel ball, I'm going to invest in a trainer, I'm going to invest in this shoe, this gear. With the investment and hope that my son goes and plays free collegiate sports and goes to the league. And then he come back and take care of me.
Get that house.
Shit. When that kid at 16 tear up his knee.
You getting deep right now, man.
You know what I'm saying? It was an investment. And it wasn't a bad one or a good one. It's just you invested it with a hope of a return and you just didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? When you invest in that friend, like, Ray, I love this podcast. I see the vision. I'm investing. You need my time. You need my money. You need connection. I give it to you. Well, if Talk to Me Nice just doesn't do what it was supposed to do or what I thought it should do, it wasn't a bad investment. It just didn't work out. Yeah. You know, and whatever point you're supposed to walk away from is the point that, again, is like selling the business. I don't walk away from my investment when I've exhausted everything. Like, damn, I have to walk away from this.
Yeah, because
like,
9 times out of 10, when you walk away from your investments and it's getting to the point where you don't see like the future, that's usually when it starts being what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you learn so much going through that dark. Like when you're in that dark place, or you feel like the numbers are still steady the same, the numbers are dropping, and all this kind of stuff. That's when you kind of look yourself in the mirror as the entrepreneur, as the person investing, and being like, damn. This is what needs to be done in order for us to get out of that hole. And all the time and all the planning that you do to get out of that hole, those are usually the type of strategies that you have to come up with to times your business times 10 or infinity, or whatever you want to do to it.
I just dropped some gems right there. I ain't even gonna follow you.
My boy just dropped a huge word that needs to be touched on more.
So like I said, niggas get to the point where they are invested, they're loyal and all that kind of shit, but it gets to the point where people, they're so used to seeing you winning, but they don't know how you're gonna react when you get to the bottom, and then you get to the rock bottom. And like, damn, this is when I get, in my bag for real. When I'm at my lowest. I know it's been a while since y'all seen me at this point. Some people have never seen me in general at a point where I've been as focused as I am now or ever been in my life. And like it's a scary thing for somebody like me who's always won and they lose one time. They never want to feel that feeling again. You feel what I'm saying? Like it ain't even it's not, I can't even explain that. Like it gotta be in you for people to understand. Like whenever you get to a certain thing or something happens, like nigga mom might pass away. Like it's a sad thing, but to certain people like me, like that's my sign for me to do everything that I gotta do like tomorrow. Like I'm not going to sleep until this shit get done.
It's time for me to go harder.
So
I say it all the time. Like, be like, man, I be almost every quote, man. I bet on myself and won. Like people don't realize, like. It's easy sometimes just to fold out, man. This ain't going. I'm gonna go something else. To keep going when everything says this ain't gonna be it. And another thing, like when people sell, like when you sell at the bottom, there's somebody still willing to pay you for this. That must mean there's something still there.
Yeah,
like I'd rather go out. Like I might be ignorant to a point, bro. I ain't gonna sell. Like if this podcast went down and somebody was like, "Hey, I give you X amount to take over your channel."
Yeah.
Why you want this channel if it's valid?
Facts.
It's something still here. It's something you see that
value.
Maybe I haven't seen yet. But if you still offer me something, I'd rather get nobody watching no more before I just say, all right, man, maybe you failed.
And that goes to your work ethic, which you said the word entrepreneur, which right now in this day and age and generation, everybody's an entrepreneur. Yeah. Everybody an entrepreneur, everybody business owner.
Operations, organization,
come on.
And,
you
hey,
feel me?
Think? Not to disrespect nobody. Yeah. And I shout out everybody. I support everybody doing great things, but what's y'all opinion when y'all see people? Because I see it like almost every day. People get online and they'll flash their articles of organization online.
It costs you $300.
It really costs $100.
Oh, okay, yes.
They'll do it for you.
Like, I was finna say that shit. That ain't costing them some money. Like that ain't shit.
I don't want to disrespect anybody because if you're using it, then that's awesome. I'm not knocking. I've seen a lot of people pay that money and do nothing else.
Yeah, that's what I said. It cost you number. Like I said, $150. Yeah. That was a night out. Yeah, like, call me a couple drinks.
I get that kind of being like a self-esteem thing. Okay, cool. Like this is what I post to kind of make me feel good. But what are you doing that for? What is the posting?
Yeah, what's the follow up to that?
You feel good. I guess some people show, well, I have the ability to do this, which is congratulations.
I'm not being disrespectful, but anybody with $100 has the ability
to
do that.
Right.
I'm more on, I don't need to see your articles or organization. I want to see your actual business.
Man, I don't think I ever posted one of mine. I ain't gonna lie. I've only seen one of them. The rest of them, like, they come in the mail or they see like a digital copy. I see the little. I don't even like open the shit. It's like, okay, cool, I got it. I got the EIN number from it. The accountant gets it, and all the bank accounts that get open, I need it. And every time somebody asks me for what the fuck is that, I have to go look through my emails and figure out where the hell is this piece of paper at, so I can find the number and put it on it. But it's like that goes back to the people that flash the money. You ain't never had it.
You ain't never had a business.
You ain't never had it.
Business owner now. But let me ask y'all this: that kind of piggyback. What? Cause, I mean, we already discussed having an articles organization. You have a business, but it doesn't necessarily make you a business owner. So, what would be the differential factor between owning a business and being a business owner? See your face. I hit you with one right there.
Does it function without you there? If it doesn't function without you there, you are nothing but a glorified employee.
Now, hold on. The only thing I'm gonna shoot some bell on, that I think would really matter on your business. Cause like, let's say 1,000 females with lash businesses.
Right.
If you the only lash tech there, that it can't function without you because you're the one who does it. But like if you have a business, or like even with the podcast, if we can't succeed unless I'm sitting here, it's not successful.
Right.
If I can't get off the camera and put you here and they still get the same views, it's nothing.
So who you shooting bell for, Ray? Because you literally just reassure what I just said.
But the thing, like if I'm going for the YouTube, if I didn't have guests and it was strictly just me, and the business was entirely me sitting in front of the camera, it could be successful, but it wouldn't be successful. Like you say, it needs to function without you. If the business is entirely built on one person, it can't necessarily.
It's not a business. That's what I'm saying. That's what. That's what I say. Like if the business can't function without you, it's not. You're not a business. You own a business, but you're a glorified employee.
Like even
because
you're working for yourself.
Yeah, because you got to think, right? You could talk to her nice. You go put those ladies in here. They have their conversation. All it is Talk to Me Nice presents. Talk to her nice, and Ray ain't in the episode. Ray ain't in it, but people still tune in and watch. Yeah. If you were to, but you get what I'm saying. You feel what I'm saying? It can function as a Talk to Me Nice presents. If you're a lash tech and you say, "Oh, I own a lash business," okay, do you own the eyelash business where you got a girl that's an esthetician, you got somebody that does waxes inside, you got somebody that does this inside, and if you decide to go on vacation for a whole month, you still gonna pick up a check and you just gotta pay these invoices and you just gotta cut a payroll? Or if you go on vacation for a month, ain't nobody client getting taken care of.
No money came.
If you own a lawn business, okay, well it's me and my brother own a lawn business. Well, okay. Y'all ain't nothing but glorified lawnmen who just happen to cut the fucking middleman out. And no disrespect, because you know what I'm saying? No disrespect. Y'all ain't got no employees. Y'all ain't got no payroll. Y'all ain't got no insurance, no benefits. Y'all just happen to cut the middleman out.
You write the check to you instead of somebody writing the check.
Bingo.
Nah, that's real though. Hey, that was it, right?
Like I said, it's levels to all this shit, man. Like I said, you got people who want to start a business, to post it on Facebook. You got people who want to start a business to, make six figures. You got people who want to start a business to make $1 billion. So which one are you?